Welcome back to Mini Lessons with Miss H. And today we're doing page 129, Unit 3, Week 3. So, I've recently changed how we're doing these YouTube videos, right? These homework videos. We're halfway through the year. So there's certain lessons that I know, I'm confident, and I know that you guys can do by yourselves, right? Just a little bit of help from Ms. Hernandez. And then there's certain lessons that I know I still have to help you with. And this is a lesson I think you should be able to do absolutely by yourself. So I will read the directions, remind you what synonyms are, right? And then I'll give you 5 minutes to do as many of the questions as you can by yourself. And then after the 5 minutes are over, orally, which means I'm not going to write the answers there, orally, I'm going to review the answers, and then you have to check if your answers are correct. All right? So here we go. Synonyms are words that have almost the same meaning. Big and large are synonyms, right? So synonyms are words that have similar meanings. Sometimes authors include synonyms in the same sentence or in a nearby sentence. Knowing the meaning of one word can help readers understand the unknown word. Replace the unknown word with the synonym to see if it makes sense in the context of the sentence. I've taught you this. It's called replacement strategy. That's when you move the new word and put it in the place of the old word. Kind of like you're making a trade, like Pokemon cards. All right? So let me read the directions to you and give you 5 minutes. Read each pair of sentences. First thing you're doing. Find the two words that are synonyms. Same. That's the second thing you're doing. Then circle, third thing, the synonyms and write them on the lines. That's the fourth thing. Okay? So now you have 5 minutes to do this. Ready, set. Number 1. When he was 16, he took a solo bike trip. He rode his bike alone across the United States. So I read the pair of sentences. I found 2 words that are synonyms. Solo, which is a cognate, which is a big word for another word in Spanish. So cognates are words that have the same meaning in English and Spanish, right? And they're spelled the same. So he took a solo, which means alone, bike trip. He rode his bike alone across the United States. So you should have written solo and alone for number 1. All right? If you did that, you know what to do. Number 2. When he was 16, he took a solo bike trip. That's a big journey for a young man. So, this can be pretty difficult if you don't know the meaning of words like journey and trip, right? But here, we know journey, the meaning of journey, because we've been reading about the word journey in our stories. So, the first one should have been trip and then journey. Number 3. Now when Doug rides, it may be with a group of children. The group sets up bike rides for city kids. So there's 2 words that mean the same thing here. And to me, they're children and kids. So I would have written children and kids. And don't forget, I want to see how many of these you got correct out of 3, right? So if you got them all right, 3 out of 3, you got an A+. If you got 2 right, that's a C. And if you got 1 right, don't forget, you could always do better next time. Letter B. Read the sentences, write a word to answer each question. They weren't sure if it was safe to touch it. Once they were certain it was harmless, they all took turns holding it. What word in the second sentence is a synonym for sure? Certain. So number 4, you should have written certain. And then number 5, you should have written which word in the second sentence is the synonym for safe? Harmless. Okay, so if you got those 2 right, I want to see how many of those you got right. All right? Don't forget, to stay up to date with the latest homework vids, you have to turn on the notification bell after you subscribe. And only subscribe 1 time. All right? Until next time.